Takes away my job. That's the button is my job. Man, guys, what would we say? I bet you have no idea where you're at on this day when you're flipping through and you think, oh, I'm just going to watch that little video. Yeah, well, this is Flock Around the Table.
Welcome, flockers.
Hello there.
Is that what you call it?
Bunch of flockers?
Yeah, a bunch of flockers.
Lady Gaga's got monsters, you got flockers.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about that.
Right?
Yeah.
These are our people.
These are our
morning.
pips. There, hello. Sunday, October 3rd. Can you believe it? Another month is gone. Wow.
Goodness.
And number 66. I'm Deb.
Sue.
I'm Jennifer.
Almost
You
dropped
can
in
find
my
me
coffee.
at Crafty Badger Knits on Instagram.
There you
Yes.
go. Jennifer's our wonderful substitute here that we like to have around.
Absolutely.
Flocking around.
Yeah, you'd have nothing better on Sunday morning.
Well,
people say,
I come for
she
this.
comes and shows.
I brought a friend to the flock.
look at, we not only have Filbert, and we have Fluffy.
We're getting like a little menagerie
It's
going
a flock.
here. Yeah,
It's
a
a
flock.
true
It's a
flock. We have
flock.
our
It's
own
a-
true little flock here. This is amazing. Isn't that cute? She made that.
Yes, I got
In like 2.5 minutes.
And
like
then she
2.5
stole it from her
Look
daughter
at-
to bring so that she could show
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh, so good.
Isn't that cute?
I got the pattern from a clearance book at Michael's. It was called like, I don't know, how to bust your stash or get rid of your stash or something. So
Fun. Well,
Love it.
we not only have a flock of people, we have a flock of friends here.
flock of friends.
Now you have to tell your daughter she needs to come up with a really cool flock name.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
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 You
He
know.
remains unnamed. So
Yeah,
she's
so.
good for that.
Well, we could ask our viewers. You could give us suggestions.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Give us suggestions for the name of the newest member of the flock.
Yeah, just don't be hurt because you got to remember that.
Right.
How old is she? 7?
7.
Is going to pick the name, so they kind of have their own.
We can give her suggestions.
Yeah.
I've got a dot on her shoe. I wonder if she stepped in something.
People might be wondering why
That's her.
only one of my wings is little.
Well, I think somebody.
Well, I probably snipped it.
She
I really wanted her to be,
short-circuited me.
I really wanted her to be like the bat on Fern Gully.
And you're the bat in the belfry.
Never will I ask for help getting
Yeah.
this stuff out of the package.
Yeah,
again.
now we know.
Now I know.
Yeah, you're learning quickly.
I'm going to
Don't
calm
ask
it down
me.
for our people here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the glasses too. That's why I took them off. We don't want anybody to have a seizure
Right.
while we're messing around here. So anyway,
Including me.
so October, everybody's getting ready for Halloween. I have
She's
noticed.
getting ready for Halloween.
I'm not decorating. Well, not as much as I do.
Excuse me.
Not as much as I do because I'm going on town. So the house isn't going to be as bad as what it normally is.
Do you give out good candy?
I live on a very busy street, and I usually get maybe 4 or 5 kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I buy great candy because then I get it afterwards.
Right. Like full-size bars.
Right, and I give his choices away, the Kit Kats and the stuff,
Oh.
and then
And
I
yours
keep
just
the stuff.
mysteriously remain.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is that you like.
Yeah, and then that little M&M, the M&M.
You know, you
packs
just gave
or-
your secret away.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because
They
he
won't
watches
tell.
us.
Yeah,
I'm
does
sure.
he watch?
They won't. They will not give it away. They won't call him and tell him. They know what's on Flock Around the Table.
He's on Flock Around the Table. This is like Vegas, baby.
Right, and when people refer to us, I heard this on the internet. Well, what was the show? I don't know. It was one of these I was just flipping through. They never divulged that we are,
This is a safe space.
Yes, we're saying. Obviously, look at her shirt. She says military people will know what that is, and we did tell people once before what that meant.
But we're not going to say it now.
And she told me this morning, and
she still
I
doesn't
still
remember.
couldn't remember. And then I was trying to figure out as I'm talking. I said, "Do I?" Whatever. So anyway, but it's a cool expression. Except I would put a hashtag at the end, so let them fill in the blank.
Hashtag at the beginning.
No, I would put it here so they could fill it in. Like fill in the blank. Like we used to.
Dot.
Yeah, or dot. Yeah, that's another good one too. I like the dot. It's not easy on the iPhone though, because every time you put the dot, it automatically
capitalizes.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, no, that's not what I want
Not
you
at
to
the
do.
end of the sentence, dude.
Oh. And my new dumb phone, I got one of these new 13s, and it's got all these extra gizmos and gadgets. And even when you transfer over your old phone, it still gives you
Same.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I've got things turned on, and I'm like, why is it doing this? Well, it's probably a setting you have turned on. I didn't even know it did it to begin with.
Exactly. I had to get a new phone on accident. I didn't want a new phone. I had an 8, and I had to get a 12 because our bill was higher than it normally is. And they're like, well, you paid off the phone. We're just charging extra now for blah,
Just
blah,
for
blah.
the hell of it.
So it'd be cheaper if you got a new one.
Right, that's what they do to you. Yeah, that's what they do to you.
So I had to get a new one. And then I didn't
You
know
paid
how
off the phone, so we're going to charge you more now.
Right. You're being punished. It's
Well,
a game. It's a game. It's a scam. But you can't live without it.
No, you can't.
And so, I had jury duty.
I love it. Poor kid.
And I was like on the jury, but they were like, turn off your cell phones and we're going to collect them. And I had to ask somebody. I had to ask one of the young kids.
One of the young techie kids?
I officially
How
felt
the fuck
old.
first do I turn my phone
Right?
off?
I'm like, oh my gosh. They're like, okay, we'll help you, Grandma. Like, come on. I mean, like, I was asking like this 25-year-old in front of me. I'm like,
I love it.
yeah.
As she continues to have a hot flash.
Yeah. And they're over there.
So hot. I'm so hot.
Well.
And then she puts on a sweatshirt.
Only to cover up my bat wings.
And to go with your...
But it would go with my costume, right?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
I show up in a tank top. They're like, what is happening?
I love it, but Sue did turn the air conditioning down.
I did
so
turn
that
it
was
down
good.
because I'm like, Deb and I don't care. We're fine.
And I gave her
Yeah.
the whole spiel about making sure she's got a fan for this and a fan for that, and a fan for this and a fan for that.
I'm going to go home and order one that comes
Yeah.
around my neck. And
That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good, too.
I don't care where I go, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, this one's got a portable air conditioner.
I do.
Yeah.
I love it. She really does.
Oh, that little one. I do.
Yeah, isn't
when
that
the air
good?
went up. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. Without it, she would have
Do you want me
died.
to go get it for you right now? Put it right in front of you.
We should have done that. That
I
would've been
know.
I literally wouldn't mind. Then it would look like maybe a rock star video. My hair would like blow back.
Yeah. You get that?
Yeah. It doesn't have that much force to it, honey.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
that'd be the time. We need that because that
A
would be
wind
the time.
machine. I need a wind machine.
That's it. And
A
if
wind
somebody
tunnel.
Says, what do you have it for? Oh, it's for style.
Right.
Meantime.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's like no joke.
And let's play with some wool.
That's what we do. Play with wool.
It's true. And then you got this. Yeah.
You got a hot hobby.
No.
Whatever. We're just crazy people here. Just
Pretty
kind of
much.
got a thing. So, other than that, heading into October in Indian summer, and you guys getting ready for Halloween? You don't do anything. You know, I
I
think
get candy.
one of these days I'm just going to come over here after going to the Dollar. Oh, I do have some information for you. The Dollar Tree is now going to be called Dollar Plus
Are you kidding?
because some items will be more than $1.
Stop it. That's Five Below shop.
I know, and I'm like, well, excuse me. That's the whole purpose of. Then
Oh my God.
yeah, I was not happy about that. And Mikey, my husband's like, but you'll still go, right? And I said, yeah. Why? Did you buy stock in the company? I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very distressed, and I'm thinking, okay, as long as it's like $1.50, or, but you go in there knowing when you put things in your cart,
Right.
1, 2, 3, and when you put them up on the thing, you know what it's going to cost about, because you're like,
Right.
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you just count them up.
So you count them up. When we first started going to Costco and Sam's Club, that's what it was, 5, 10, 15, 20, because on average it was about that. Now I
Right.
go 20, 40, 60, 80.
Yep. Or just one thing, 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's like really gotten expensive. So I was so bummed. Yeah, I was like really bummed. And then so I did stop. Mom wanted a couple of things, and I stopped at Dollar Tree. And Mikey goes, "What are you going to do? Stock up?"
I got this one. This was $1.
Then I'm like, and he uses stuff, and he goes, "Well, this is like if he takes one of my pens, this is a good pen." I'm like, "Yeah, I got that at the dollar store." Okay. He doesn't care. And usually it wasn't so bad. I hit it on Sundays because there's one here that's pretty good. And then there's one at 71st and 465 that's pretty good. There's a couple that are much better cleaned and
The new one by us is good.
Yeah. But now there's one like 2 miles from my house. And I go by it all the time. And he just is like, I don't think that was a good place for it. Well, why? Because you're in there all the time. Why don't you go work there?
No.
I said no, because I do need to bring home if I get a job. I do need it to get
Yeah.
a paycheck.
It's a hot little corner. It's
It
Starbucks, Joann's, Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and
Some
now
good
it's producing a
breakfast place, the
McDonald's.
pancake house. Yeah, I mean, like, that's
it's
a hot
great
little
corner. So, you know, you can kind of catch your whole world. When there was a march there, it was even a mostly. I picked up lunch and off I went.
Look at your face.
You know why it's going to dollar up whatever?
Why?
Because of the supply chain.
Well, I'm sure that has a lot to do
the
with
supply chain.
I know.
Everything's a supply chain.
It isn't.
Well, it used to be, a year ago, it was about $3,000 to $3,500 to ship a container across seas. And now it's about $25,000.
Oh my gosh.
So if it's coming from overseas, guys, that's why it costs you more, because that's a huge jump in transportation.
Yeah, like everything. It even affects the yarn. Like
the whole thing. Yeah, it just whittles all the way back down.
So the good part of that may be that it'll be local. Like you're gonna start
relying on local.
Start relying on local because it's more cost effective for the average
At this point,
homeowner.
It used to be because even with shipping, sometimes you got a better
more
deal,
cost effective
to get it from China or from over there.
Yeah,
now
from wherever
it may be better for the fact we start putting some things back here in the States, and we can't get truck drivers, but you could drive or fly over. I mean,
we have truck drivers.
Sue, here's a ticket. Go pick up that box for me in San Francisco.
I'd go get it. Yeah, I'd go get it. Drivers are making some serious cash right now.
I knew somebody who was that.
Yeah,
she was a courier, and she worked for one of the fashion houses, and that's all she did. And the company did it for a couple of them in Italy, and she would take the designs from New York and get on a plane, business class. They'd fly her over to Italy, and she'd get off the plane, and
it was cheaper.
But it was very clandestine. They'd meet her at a coffee shop, never in the office.
Right.
They'd meet her at a coffee shop, or they'd meet her, and I'm like, "You're making this up. You're yanking my beezer. No way." And she's like, "No, for real." So she actually took a couple of pictures for me, and then she stays for a couple of days while they go over it, and then she would fly back.
Fly her back.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like, I want that job.
Yeah,
we
need to rent a box truck.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun?
All of us. Like around the box truck.
You know, I work with
make some fast cash.
I work with a lot of different shipping companies, and one of them, my sales rep is a hoot and a half, and one of his
Colin.
Cole.
Well, it's a C name.
Yeah,
you're close.
And I've taken him to Friendly.
Yeah, I actually even met him. I don't even remember his name.
Friendly. But a couple times when it was drivers would show up in a rider truck, and I'm like, I called him up. I'm like, "Yo, Cole, tell me that you're okay with this." He's like, "Well, usually they tell me beforehand."
So it's just like a rented rider. We can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
So you can run the logistics.
That's what I'm like.
You can do the runs.
That's why I'm
we
like.
can do the runs.
There you go. I'm like, if
you
I
like
get fired
travel?
from my job,
I love to travel.
I just said to Cole,
we can homeschool her.
I just said to Cole, if I get fired from my job, can I come work for you? And he's like, yes.
Oh my gosh,
how fun! That would be
I'm like,
fun.
can you keep me within like a 3-hour?
Yeah.
Distance from my home at least once or twice a week, and he's like, absolutely.
Fat stacks of cash.
Fat stacks. We can use for yarn.
And for yarn. That's amazing. I love it. There you go.
Yeah.
And we can convert it. We can just do the back
I'm
part
like, I don't
of the
even
rider.
have to own a truck. I can rent a freaking rider or a U-Haul. Are you kidding me?
How fun would that be? And then we could make a
you
little
don't even
pod
have
that we
special
slide
kind of driver's
in.
license.
Like no commercial license.
24-foot rider. You just regular driver's license.
Right.
Good to go.
That means we're valid. We're good.
We're good. I don't even have to go and take another test. Thank God. I don't know if I could.
You don't
if
need to be
anybody need
insured
a part-time job, just go ahead and go for it. Yeah, you should have. Insurance for
the merchandise.
The merchandise.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
So your insurance is going to go up.
Oh,
I mean, your driver's insurance will go up.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a part-time job, it pays really well.
Right.
Hey, there you go. That's probably a good thing. Heck with that Uber Lyft stuff. You got to deal with people.
Oh,
this is where you're just dragging boxes.
You
all
deal
the
with
time.
one person in a warehouse like me to unload you.
All right, now there is a downside.
Yeah, there is a downside.
So anyway, whatever. So
We tend to use the F-bombs. And...
yeah. Well, that's true. Is that where you learned it, or did you like it before?
No, I've got 5 brothers.
Oh well, forget it. Then we know you were born with it. That's
I think that came out of my mouth. I didn't cry. I was just saying the F-bomb.
You got out like, what happened to me? I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Love it. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have a busy week too this week because I have to get all packed and ready to go.
Right.
Because I'm not here next week, guys, so we'll figure out something for this thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm off to Mexico.
Where in Mexico again? I was confused. I watched last week, but I left confused.
You're not the only person.
No, I was confused too.
Where?
I'm going to sit here and listen as well.
On what side of
I
Mexico?
remembered it. I'm going to the west side of Mexico, and I figured it out. It's Cabo San Lucas.
Ooh, Cabo.
Right. Well, I thought they were right next to Cozumel. Anyway, and I'm going to Mazatlan, and I'm going to Puerto Vallarta. All I know is Puerto Vallarta is like the only name I really knew, and I really...
Yeah.
I've seen it on HGTV International, and I like it because it's like on a hillside, and it just always looks really good on HGTV, and I thought that would be an okay place to go.
And it's a cruise, right?
Yes. And so those are the 3 stops. Last week I was a bit confused. I kind of got Cabo and Cozumel, and
I loved confused. I was like, I don't know where she's
yeah, I didn't.
I don't think
going
she
to
knew
Carmel?
She's going to Carmel.
I'm going to Caramel by the sea, yeah.
What is happening?
I'm home. No, this doesn't look familiar. They changed it in a couple of days. Oh, it's by the sea, not the interstate. Sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
But, so yeah, I got to get packed and get all my shit together and get everything ready to go. And
I'm telling you travel enough. Just keep your suitcase packed.
Yeah, do pack your knitting projects first before clothes.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Same. When I went on the last one, I decided someone had informed, and she shall remain nameless, that I overpack. And so I thought, I'm going to be better. And I knew it was going to be hot. So I packed dresses, and not too much. And I wish I had packed a couple extra things because,
yeah.
And whoa! And I wanted to have a few cleaner things to
so you ever down there in a foreign country smelling?
Yeah, they might take offense and throw me
Right.
in jail. I mean, because
It's all your fault.
I didn't say don't pack enough clothes so you have fresh clothes every day.
You got her down there dirty.
When we went to Florida, she had 16 t-shirts for 5 days. Okay?
That
That's
is
what I mean by
excessive.
overpacking.
Well, I'm a spiller. You're not. I'm a wrinkler. You're not. I think that's it. Okay. So, and I'm always afraid at my size, I can't just run out to Walmart and buy something because 9 times out of 10 they don't have it in my size, or what they have is I wouldn't put on my worst enemy.
Right.
Okay. So I always made sure I had extra in the suitcase, and I brought a small carry-on one that, because I flew Southwest, I checked, that had all my project stuff in it. And I did say at the beginning I was only going to take a couple, and I took a couple extra. And I actually worked on the extra and not the ones I was going to.
Oh.
So,
So she packed in a suitcase and a carry-on in her yarn bag.
And my blue bag, that's always with me. And I bought a really cool Vera Bradley backpack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really good. It's kind of square.
It's
great.
Carry-on.
Hey, you can
and my
just
yarn
ignore
bag.
And
So
she did.
not all
And she
of us
had
can
more than
travel.
enough stuff. Not everybody can.
No.
Not
just
everybody
be ready
can.
on a whim. You
Yeah.
just-
Well, and like
Take a
I
bag.
told you all guys before, I usually travel with my sister. I did for years. And she packs nothing. One time we did go down to Disney. She had worked the night before. She was tired. She threw like 2 pairs of underwear and what she had on. And we went to the store and she shopped. And bought the rest of the stuff.
I
for the
could
week.
travel like that,
I'm not
too.
kidding.
I
That's
could
exactly
travel
what
like
she
that.
did. And I said, well, what are you going to do? She said, rinse it out. On the cruise to Australia, that's exactly what it was, like a Chinese laundry. No offense to the Chinese. In our bathroom.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She had a suitcase full of clothes, but she wore the same 4 things.
Yeah.
Right, drying in the She even took my little fan and had it in there so it would dry.
See?
And our purser guy said, our guy said was like, I can take that down to the dryer for you. And she's like, nah, it's okay. I don't want it to shrink. And he was like, I don't. And I'm like, he has to get in there and clean.
Right.
And your laundry's hanging up. You think he wants to? I'm sure he's seen a bra before. I said, but not one that size. No, I didn't say that.
But you were thinking it.
I did, because these guys are from like the Philippines, and those people are like this big. I'm sure they took a look at that bra and went, holy crap, how does she get it on?
Or like Natalie puts her whole head in mine. You know what I mean? I have a 7-year-old daughter.
I actually thought the other day someone put out a...
I do that with my daughters.
Yeah.
Well, you have a mask.
I'm sorry, not sorry, Tori. You know it's true.
I just take my bra
Get right and put it across your face. You're okay.
Yeah.
So that you haven't... So
wrap it like
around
3
your
My
head.
daughters would cover my whole head.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
They'd cover all 3 of our... Sorry, Tori. We can all wear it.
You know, shout out to
Tori.
Tori's... I'm going to write that down. Tori's bra size. There you go.
Yeah.
She has one of those problems, and I feel for her. Believe me, I do.
Me too.
And it's okay when you're young, because you think,
I'm going to make fun of her anyway, though.
Yeah.
Because she's
When
my
you're-
daughter and I can.
Well, it's true. I have to admit, I wasn't big when I was in high school, and I didn't fill out until my late 30s when I got heavy, when I gained weight. And I always thought, gee, I wish I had a little bit more there.
Yeah.
Because it was
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that's it. Careful what you wish for.
Careful what you wish
Yeah,
for.
I feel like it's like if you're small, you want bigger. If you're bigger, you want smaller. If you have straight hair, you want curly hair.
Exactly.
It's always greener on the other side.
I don't care whether it's curly or straight. I just want it.
Right. I used to perm my hair to get it curly.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
I swear.
Okay, so true story here, guys. You see how, like, it's kind of curly, right? But this is freshly washed. So by tomorrow, if I don't wash it again, which I usually don't, I only wash my hair a couple times a week, it just turns into a frizz bomb. And I haven't found the correct product to use to make it.
There.
So, true story, when I was in high school, I got a perm with giant...
Stop. Like spiral rollers?
No, those are like this. No, these rollers were like this size, right?
Okay.
Just
So,
straighten.
because it wouldn't frizz then.
Oh.
So I would still have these big giant waves.
But no frizz.
But no frizz.
Yeah. Maybe
And I only found one beautician that would do it one time and nobody else after that.
Aww.
I'm like...
Aww.
And my hair is so heavy that it pulls the curl out too.
Oh, yeah. And
I'm not
so
gonna-
hot.
I'm not gonna complain
I'm
about
so hot, I can't wear my hair down.
Good.
Oh yeah, I'm usually
have
like this by the
beautiful
end of the
hair.
day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you do. You have
I
beautiful
am
hair.
usually doing that by the
Yeah,
end of the
she is.
day.
Yeah, I'm too hot.
'Cause it's
I'm
hot.
usually doing
so
this.
hot.
Trying to
I
pull
would
it out.
donate.
I know you would.
I would donate half of my hair to you if I could.
I know. Actually, you'd shave your head and give it all to me because
I would. I would.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't one of those hot people,
If it
so
would
I probably
work,
would.
I
would
would.
get a wig. I would do a wig sort of situation.
Yeah.
The one I really kind of want is, and my husband just doesn't get it. Is it's a hat, like a baseball hat, and it's got the ponytail wig out here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Like
actually
a phony
put the
pony.
Yeah, and then they put the little
Wispies on the bottom.
On the bottom of the
Fantastic.
hat. It's adorable. It really looks.
I'm still getting you one.
And it's like this.
Yeah,
Maybe no
it's
one.
time to bring the share wig out.
And it's kind of thing to do that. And it was, I thought, he goes, well, you don't like hats either. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. So probably, but it was, you could talk and it would be like, wing, wing, wing.
Carly B thing going on over there. She's just winging her hair.
Sorry, my hair isn't flowing, but my nose is flowing. I think you got a blob somewhere.
I think you need to bring your share wig on the cruise.
Oh,
You look like a senorita.
Da, 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 da. They might not let me back
Is
on.
Mikey going?
No, I'm going by
They
myself.
might not let her back on. Can we see your papers, lady?
Wait, this doesn't match your passport.
Right.
Well, it grew. This doesn't match your picture on the ship. Well, I had it done when I was in Mazatlan.
Right.
Is that where I'm going? Yeah, Mazatlan.
No, you said you were going to Cabo San Lucas.
And Mazatlan,
Oh, okay.
and it's a 3-stopper. Yeah.
It's a
They
prefer.
couldn't make up their mind where they wanted to go, so they finally decided to hit off.
Do they serve you food based on where you're going? Like,
No. Sometimes.
So you just get like a steak and
Or is
hamburger?
Or is it based on
like,
where you your food?
Right.
They did
Like
that.
avocado on a wheat thin or something.
Yeah.
Avocado toast.
They did do that on the cruise when we were going up to the Faroe Islands. We were like the only Americans, and they had Angus beef from Nebraska.
Oh, wow.
And it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And our server...
Well, yeah, sure, you betcha, don't you know? Eh?
And our server was very impressed with that and kept recommending it. And I'm like... And then it dawned on him. He took our orders, and he comes back, and he goes, you probably get that a lot. And I'm like, yeah. I'm used to it. And
That's
he's
pretty
like,
much where the beef comes from around
would
here.
you like anything different? You got any good fish? Because we don't get...
Right.
We're landlocked. We get the Nebraska beef,
And
you know.
It was kind of
They're
funny.
a state over.
Yeah, so we had the steak, and they're all kind of
Two
watching
steaks.
us from the other end of the room, like, do you think they like it? Do you think it passed muster?
Oh, that's funny.
And it was the cutest thing, and I of course we gave it all. It was really good. Whoever was the chef on that ship. No, they usually have nights where they do like Mediterranean night, or
okay.
the desserts are like chocolate time, or summer, like they did summertime, and it was all a fruit based type thing, strawberry
They do
yellow
themes.
cake, and yeah, they do theme type thing.
They do themes.
They have a really good burger. Carnival works with Guy Fieri, and he's got his burger spot. Excellent burgers, and they like double cook the fries. And I think they lay them out. Yeah, they think they lay them out in a pan and cook them that way because they're all like the same size, and they're like double fried.
Yeah, I love that.
Beyond good. And this one, the last ship had like a burrito bar, which was another fun taco burritos.
Yeah.
And they just put it in there, made it, and then you got to fill it. And then if you had a burrito after you filled it with all the stuff, you took it over to this guy, and he was like, rolled it up.
Oh, nice.
It was fun. I actually sat there one day and was watching him roll all the burritos.
Right, like a Chipotle. Like, I'm always so impressed. You know what I mean? I make a burrito at home, and
Yeah, it falls out the bottom before I'm done. It turns into a taco real quick.
Yep.
So anyway, so yeah, I gotta pack and get ready for that and do all my things. I have a couple things in mind, but my hand's been bothering me a bit more, so I think I'm not gonna do quite as much because I still don't know when they're gonna fix it. So
Yeah, well, if it's hurting, then don't.
No,
Like,
then
read
I
your
will.
book and.
well, like I was telling you before, I'm gonna take the computer, and I don't know about you guys. But every once in a while, I'll go through my library, a section, maybe the socks, hats.
Yeah.
And I look at a pattern and I go, why in the hell did I pick that? I would never do it. And you buy fabric or a shirt and you're like, I will never wear that shirt again. And off it goes. Because we change mode to separate. Now yarn, I'll just put it in that box. I'll get it later. Because that just doesn't do anything for me, you know. So, and I'm going to work on
Doesn't
my
do anything for you. Then why did you buy it?
here's the mitts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cute?
Those are so cute.
Isn't that
Those are
adorable?
adorable.
Brenda and Heather with their wonderful world of...
And if you're
Of this
local,
striping.
Brenda and Heather are going to be here
Heather.
next weekend, Saturday.
Are they?
At Village Yarn Company.
Really?
Yep, trunk show.
What is this
Fun.
one called? What is
It's
this?
Jolly something Christmas or something. It's a last year. Hold on, I'll get it.
It's it's a Christmas time last year.
I think it was Christmas.
We
last
have a
year.
skein or two left at the store if
Yeah.
you're local or
I
even if you're
can't
not.
remember. I wrote it down, but I don't know where I put it. Sorry, guys. I'll try to remember to get it to Sue, but I probably
it's
won't get
okay.
it to Sue. But anyway,
Jolly Christmas, I'm sure, you know.
it's
Yeah.
it's a limp. It's a afterthought. It's an afterthought pattern and that's what I'm going to work on too. I want to get it
my
going.
gosh.
So
The pattern done.
That's gorgeous too.
Isn't
Who's
that
this?
fun?
Who
That's
is
fun
that?
in
Brenda
Heather,
and Heather.
too.
Oh my god.
That's
their-
lightsabers.
Yeah.
They're
Star Wars
self
lightsabers.
striping
Isn't it
Goddesses.
goddesses.
They
I was
are.
gonna say geniuses.
And you can
That
tell them,
too, they're
if you're there
geniuses.
Saturday,
Look
you
at
can let them know.
that.
A fade within a stripe within it. Yeah,
A fade within a stripe,
gosh.
Aren't they
guys.
fun?
They're
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
they're crazy girls.
Love it, love it, love
So anyway, I'm going to work on this a little bit and get the pattern written a little bit because somebody may need a limp thumb nick.
Yeah.
Thumb nick. That's what I'll call it. A thumb nick.
A limp
thumb
thumb
nick.
nick?
A thumb nick or a nickum? No, thumb nick is good. It's better. Thumb nick. So that because instead of limp nick, then I won't offend people. Because sometimes they look at you really funny when you tell them these names. Oh, I'm working on my orgasm. Really? You're kind of calm. But
Everybody's different.
I know most. I should say maybe under 50 they don't seem to, but like my mom or 70s, 80s, that sort of thing, and they say, "Oh, honey, that's beautiful. What are you working? Is that a pattern?" And then you don't think, you're just talking, and all of a sudden you say, "The pattern is Sue wrote it. My friend wrote it. It's called Orgasm." And they're like, "Excuse me?" It's like, "Can I see your underwear?" I mean, that's what the way they react. Like, whoa. Yeah. So anyway. And that's why I think it should be Thumbnick instead of...
Thumbnick?
Yeah, instead of Limp. Anyway.
But whatever.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
This is just Helical. You've done Helical, right?
Yeah.
You're just rotating 3 different colors. I needed something popcorn knitting or that. So it's a tubular...
So pretty.
It is a provisional cast on.
Oh, sparkly art. Look at that.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Lolo did it.
Oh,
it is
Lolo.
Naughty Mrs. Claus.
Oh.
Right?
How can you have a naughty Mrs. Claus? What did she do? Not make him hot chocolate?
Oh, probably more than that.
She goes out and hangs with the reindeer?
She forgot to lick the peppermint stick, I think.
Mrs. Claus!
This is Flying Purple People Eater by, I can't remember. I picked it up when I was traveling down in North Carolina. I can't remember. I think it was in South Carolina. And this, god dang it, I don't have any of the tags. It's probably in my bag.
But anyway.
I've talked about this one, 100 times. This is just my popcorn knitting. It'll be forever long, and then I'll join the ends together and make a big tubular cowl.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm just knitting on it while I'm knitting here with you guys. But I kind of made a promise to you guys, and so I'm promising myself, really.
Look at you holding yourself accountable.
I did
Stop it, right?
Wait, let me write that down.
I know.
Sue holds herself accountable.
Sue. I am writing it down.
Write the state down
let me
in
change
history.
this down to my red color.
Well, and I told them last week that I was going to put a new progress keeper in each week, so we see how much I did. Now, I didn't get that much done, but
my whole thing is
you can see how far I got.
Yes.
From this, from here up.
Look
so,
at that! You did
I don't know,
great.
probably 8 rows, 10
But
rows,
still.
something like that.
Gorgeous.
That's so cool. I love that pattern. You're going to look so good in that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I think it'll look great with a pair of blue jeans.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is the Carlina Pullover sweater.
They were out there going, yeah, we know. We've heard it over.
We've heard it a million times. And you'll hear it a million more because that's how long it'll take me to get it done.
Our viewers are so patient with us.
But the Carlina Pullover, and I'm doing it in Brooklyn Tweed Perreie in 2 different colors. So,
And go back to my other color.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't work on this while I'm here, but hopefully by next week I'll have all the color work done.
Yeah.
And then I'm just down to popcorn knitting, and then I can just do that here.
See, now I'm pleased that you did that, but I kind of figured, and I thought about doing that myself. The only thing is,
the progress keepers?
Except I'd have 6 of them all in a row.
Well, yeah.
And
you
then
have to be able to go far enough so that you can add a new stitch marker. And you have to have enough, or not stitch marker, progress keeper, and you have to have enough progress keepers.
I know where I can come and steal
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
haven't put that lock on the door yet.
No, you haven't. See?
Right.
See, so we got to do this. And if you sneak in and say you're going to the bathroom, because she's not going to come and check on you in the bathroom, you just kind of wiggle your way right into that room and, it fell in my pocket. What can I say? So anyway.
And I have to say a big, huge monster thank you to Miss Marcia.
Okay.
Because she was decluttering.
Right.
And she comes out with this bag. And she was like, okay, I'm just going to take this to the Goodwill. It was when I was over at her house and I was bringing her some stitch markers to put on the felted garden.
No.
And she's like, I'm just going to give these to the Goodwill. Anything you think you can use? And I'm like,
the bag.
Yeah. I think my stitch markers will fit in there perfectly.
And they do the boxes. She's got 2 or 3 boxes in there. They're
and she's like, well, if you think I've got 2 of them, so I was going to give them both. So I will go get them because I think you guys need to see this.
But on the other hand,
The perfect thing to repurpose.
she just gave us all this shit before about the fact that we like bags.
Oh
and then this
my
one
gosh.
takes 2 bags
I
from
have-
Russia.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Are we like not?
Recant that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sue
sue
herself.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a
On a
slash
condom.
mark for that. Did
Hypocrite.
not, because she jumped on his
Deb and I
back.
are bag ladies. We have bags inside of bags inside of bags. They're like Russian dolls.
When
They
we're on the
get
street
small.
at 87, our bags are going to be the bag. Look at this. Is that not the ultimate?
Cute.
Isn't it perfect?
It's perfect.
They're perfect. Look at it. Like,
They were meant
What
for it.
Goodwill was she gonna take then? Circle back. Like what else has she brought there?
went right over here.
Oh, okay, on my way out of this room.
That we have change our Goodwill.
Yeah, right. Change
Marsha,
our
are you
Goodwill.
going on to Goodwill today? Can I
So
pick it up and
it
take it for
saves
you?
me like lots of running back and forth from
Oh,
my
sure.
craft room down
Yeah.
here because
Yeah, for sure.
you know the TV is out here, and so I do my
It's wonderful.
I do my
though,
things out here.
Oh, that's so cute.
when you find something that works.
Yeah.
There's
It's
silver in one
amazing.
and gold in the other.
Right.
And
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Silver
And now I
and
ordered
gold.
black, so that should
Silver
be
and
here
gold.
today.
Oh my. Black ones. You are getting up there.
Getting black.
Ooh. Ah,
I was gonna get all the colors, but then I thought I would have to have 14 of those bags, and then I thought I'm just gonna get black.
Just get black. Be done with it.
Just get black.
And now, since I've spoken about what I'm doing, Jennifer has.
Yeah,
to
what are you doing, Curly?
Oh
Because
my
I'm
gosh.
She's like Leah Jr.
yeah.
She's
This
much
is
faster.
I'm a
than-
student of Leah. Leah's was my teacher, so
Pygmy Tiger
Pygmy
knits.
Tiger knit.
Pygmy Tiger. So
Yeah.
yeah. So what have I been working on? I've been working on. You'll never believe it. Some baby booties.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I saw them.
They're hanging out at the
on
Village
your
Yarn,
Instagrams,
and they're on my Instagram, Crafty Badger Knits.
They're so cute.
I have no baby to knit for, but someone did had a question about the construction, and so I'm like, well, let me just knit one up, and I couldn't
Yes,
stop.
I
I couldn't stop. They're so cute. It's the Chruchmouse
Right.
Wee Ones pattern, and it's called the Stay
Wee
On
Ones.
Baby Booties. Yeah, they have like Wee Ones, like
Yeah.
a couple. Like, oh
Sure,
my God.
yeah.
Check it out, guys.
It's so cute. So those
Check
are
her
hanging out
Instagram out.
in
They're
real life at the shop,
super cute.
Village Yarn in Zionsville, and then on my Instagram, I posted
Oh,
some
great.
pictures because I just couldn't stop. I had no reason to do it, but they just were too cute, right?
They are adorable. So she made 3 of them. She
3.
made one for a girl, one for a boy. Now just one booty, not a pair.
Right.
Yeah, but
Never
still.
a
One
pair.
for a
Never
girl.
a pair.
No.
Never.
I'm
Part of
always
the one
trying-
sock syndrome over here. But one for a girl, one for a boy, and one for either or.
Yeah.
And they were all different. And
One was in Roan Felta Tweed, and 2 were in like a bulky hayfield.
Nice.
did you color work that one, or was that part
Nope,
of the
that
yarn?
was part of the
That
yarn.
was part of the yarn, but
yeah,
it
I
looked
was
like
thinking
it was
the
color
baby
work.
Carry the
section.
yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, and then one of the boy one, you used a little leather.
Yeah, leather
little
shoelaces.
leather shoelace.
Like little deerskin.
Oh
like
my-
little moccasin tie.
God, it's so
gosh.
cute.
Oh my God,
So
how
cute.
fun is that?
Yeah.
Deb, check out my Instagram. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Check
Or
it
come
out,
visit
guys.
me.
Yeah.
She has a hard time with Instagram.
Oh, well then come visit me in real life. They're hanging out.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll start doing that.
At the Village Yarn
At the
Company.
yarn-
What else? This mitt, I just need to put a thumb on. I have a big hardcore love of pumpkin spice, so people will either love it or hate it. Right?
I love it.
I love pumpkin spice latte. So this says, my color work was a little tight here, but it says, I love PSL.
That's
This
a
and there's a little
beautiful
pumpkin
knit.
hiding out. And
Oh,
I got to pick
is
up
that
stitches and
cute?
finish my thumb. But
Yeah,
this is a pattern.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, this is like imagine paying for your PSL at Starbucks and you just
Oh my gosh,
Let
and
me-
that thing in the
Right?
Oh my
Do it.
word.
I have visions of me like ordering PSL all month long. But anyways, I got to finish my thumb.
Nice.
The other mitt is completely done, but
That was
this
just
is a
something you
pattern by Skein Knits. So that's what I'm working on this week,
Nice.
is picking up my thumb, and then those will be done. And then I casted on a Musselburgh.
Pardon me?
A Musselburgh. So many people are doing Musselburghs right now.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, the Musselburgh hat.
Oh.
It's a little tight.
It's okay.
It's a small mitt.
I like things that are tight.
You like to lift the peppermint stick and you like the tight, huh?
Tight is good.
So,
Smarty,
anyways,
she just blocked it for you.
a lot of people have been knitting the Musselburgh on podcasts that I watch. Crazy Sock Lady is one. She did one. I think Knitty Natty did one. And then also I just discovered these girls. They're called We Share Needles podcast. And they are doing a Musselburgh Cowl. And basically you just cast on right here, that little tiny cast on, and increase out and knit. And then you can start, so it's super easy.
And then you go to a point and then you decrease.
And then you decrease, yep.
And then you fold it all into itself.
Yep.
And
that's what it's just like a nice...
That's what that Angora hat was at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we share needles.
A one skeiner?
A one skeiner. One skeiner
How
fingering.
cool is
and
that?
That's going to have to be my next I'm waiting project after I get done with the hat I'm doing.
Right. This is blowing out a little bit. It's
really
really
totally
bright.
blowing out. Here, let me see if I can.
It's really bright because, it's...
How wonderful is that?
That yarn is ridiculous.
So yes.
Called Happy Feet. And I thought, well, you know what? Hunting season's
feet.
coming up. I don't hunt. But
Leah
this is
does.
so bright. Nobody will... Well, we live in Indy, so it doesn't hurt to just wear wear bright colors.
Doesn't matter. We like it. We're doing.
Yeah. So... Yeah, it's a one skeiner. And they're having a Cowl. It goes through October 31st. We Share Needles podcast.
We share. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, they're fun. They, I don't know if they're part of Arkansas Yarn Company or Arkansas Yarn Company has a podcast too, but they use Arkansas Yarn Company and talk about it a lot. So I don't know the connection there. I just started watching these gals, but they're super fun. And I thought,
what is the yarn that you're using for this?
Cascade. Some old Cascade. My other mitt isn't that tight. Like, I must have been frustrated while I was doing that one. That one's a little tight on my color work. I wish I would have gone up one more.
On a stick.
This is not Cascade.
Well, no, I got to pick up. Yes, I swear to God, it's Cascade. Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't lie to you.
Tell her some cheap mitts.
I mean,
they're not like
She knows we hold her accountable for what she says, so she would never lie.
It's Cascade fingering.
It's Cascade fingering.
So it's very economical.
There you go. Mm-hmm. It's good yarn to work.
I
for
believe
like
you, but this does not feel like Cascade.
Why? It feels softer than you think it is? No, I swear.
No,
I remember where I got
and
everything.
It seems like it's smaller than Cascade fingering.
Yeah, I swear.
I believe you.
A bad batch.
I believe you, girl.
Bad batch.
I believe.
But yeah, it's the Skein Deer Knits, the Musselburgh.
Yeah, check it out.
What was Ysolda? Teague is her.
Cool.
And then there's a bunch of little cows going on.
Is that paid for pattern?
It is a paid for pattern. It's I think $7.
Okay,
that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can use it over and over.
But I think if you check out what did I just say? We Share Needles podcast. I didn't. I found this after I'd already bought the pattern, but they're doing I think 15% off.
So maybe if you get through them, yeah.
They have a code on one of their podcasts that you can get 15% off of the pattern.
Okay, so that's cool.
Awesome.
That's good to know. So
yeah,
we are totally public service announcers.
We are. We try to bring the information that you need and you want. You didn't know you wanted.
Yeah, and you get. Yeah, that's it.
Didn't know you needed.
We're the place you go to when you didn't know you needed, and put it in the comments even, and we'll see if we can come up with it.
Right.
Like I do have to have a rant this week.
Okay, rant away.
I'm telling you, stink bugs.
OMG, right?
Are they not out this year?
They are.
Did COVID grow them?
Yeah.
They were all worried about here in Indiana, and I don't know wherever you're at, about the cicadas.
Never saw one.
Cover your trees.
Didn't see a single one.
You know, we had no trouble where we're at. Okay. A friend of my husband said a couple nights he was out mowing the lawn, and it was so loud he could hear them through his ear things, but didn't have the shells or the carcass or any of that. And so I'm thinking, all right, now we've got stink bugs galore, the prehistoric kind. And what's that, and you kill his buddy down here, and he just stays there. Like, I dare you, smack me.
I know.
You're going to smell.
Natalie saw one, and she goes, Mom, what is this? And I was like, ooh, I forgot the name. But
yeah, they're just a prehistoric stink bug. And they're all over here.
They look wood colored. It was on a picnic table that she found, and it was almost camouflage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw inside my office last week, someday last week, a horsefly. And I have never seen one here in Indiana. I've never seen a horsefly down here. I mean, probably because, you know, I'm in the city and
we
blah,
don't
blah, blah,
ride.
whatever. We don't ride.
bite.
But they're huge. They're like that big. It was inside my office. How the heck did he get in my office?
Well, I'm surprised you don't
Through
have
the front door
birds
or
because
something.
they come in through your
what's really
delivery.
But
awful.
I'm like, I hate those when they bite you. Have you ever had
Talking
a horsefly
about
bite? You have.
Bite? No, I got bit by a bee 2 weeks ago. Look at that. It still isn't. I mean, I was,
The
I couldn't
stinger's
believe it.
probably still in there.
Yeah.
I can't even handle it. Like, they're so aggressive right now.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
really
they know
are.
they're going to die or something.
Right. Or the snow's coming in, they're going to freeze their asses
I mean,
off
they are
and-
so aggressive. My daughter asked to stop at Starbucks after school 2 Fridays ago for a cake pop.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
gonna
like,
go,
what do you need
Are you one
at
at Starbucks, right?
And I was like, okay, you know, all right, we'll get a cake pop. And so she asked to sit outside, and I was drinking my drink, and it had landed on the side of my wrist where I couldn't see it, you know?
Right.
And all of a sudden I was like, drop my drink. You know, I was like, it hurt so bad, and it's still like
probably
itching and weird.
Yeah.
Probably still has
Hydrocortisone
this
cream
stinger.
Joe goes, go to the doctor. I'm like, I'm not going to the doctor for the bee sting. Yeah. Obviously,
If you're not allergic. I mean, if you're allergic from it, then yes.
If you have baking soda, you make a paste, and that'll help take some of that poison out of the area
it's
too.
like
That's an old
bee
time-
sting scar.
Poison ivy is with those things are what calamine lotion where you run around all pink.
Yeah,
Looks like he dropped a bottle.
I remember that from when I was
Jamie-
little. I had chicken pox.
Jamie, every year gets into poison ivy out at the golf course, and he just breaks out in poison ivy all over his legs, and then it spreads up his arms, and he got it so bad this year it was up on his head and in his eye. Before he finally went to the doctor.
Well, he
They
has
put him
it
on
bad.
steroids.
Right.
Well, he has it bad.
Yeah, he gets it really bad, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
go to the doctor.
Yeah,
It takes him 3 weeks to go to the doctor, and it's spread all over his body because he
For him, he
doesn't
probably,
cover them.
Yeah, he should probably either put something on or maybe
Your grandma always had long pants and
Yeah.
tuck them in, right? Into your socks.
Well, I found out. Oh my gosh,
Jamie walking around
long pants. Oh my gosh.
tucked into his socks, out there playing the golf, you know.
Long sleeve shirt.
I swear I'm going to buy him one of those pairs that you see like in Scotland.
Knickers?
The knicker things that
Yes.
have the ties. I don't know if they
should
make
get
them
the
that
tan.
long. Yeah.
Gotta get the skid lid on the
Oh
top.
yeah, too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's out there doing the real thing. Or kilt.
He's got a kilt.
I'd love to see him in a kilt. He's about 9,000 feet tall, and the kilt's probably as long as me.
Yeah, it's probably a mini skirt.
Yeah, probably is. So anyway.
Somebody dared him many moons ago.
To moon? No.
No. You know, on their golf league, they're like, oh, if you win, if you go into the championship round, then you're going to have to wear a kilt. And he's like, you're on. And then his partner was like, yeah, for sure. So they did. And of course, they went down to the kilt shop, which I didn't even know was the thing, and bought kilts. So, yeah, and his partner got the bag for the front and the
I love the
thing
bag.
on the
that
back
little,
and all
purse
this,
thing,
you
yeah.
know. He did it all up. Jamie just got the kilt.
Yeah.
And then they were like, so they're golfing in kilts, and all of the other golfers were like, so are you wearing them the proper way?
I could never understand
Oh, the proper
that.
way is with no underwear, right?
Right? How did these guys, like, ride a horse?
Very
With-
carefully.
Seriously, you're and you have no support there. I'm like, they had to have something back then. Maybe they had a built-in
Like a
truss
girdle?
holder or girdle or something. They had to have something.
No.
Either, but they had too many kids not to ruin them. The ball, and not the whole.
I think on that note,
I think we'll leave.
we're going to have to wrap this up. The stitch marker for this week is the last post. So if you haven't tagged your friends on there, go for it. Do that.
How do they win in the comments?
And to let you know, in a couple of weeks, we're probably going to be off the air on and off because we've got some travel coming up, but we'll let you know the week before. Just remember and watch for, what is it?
Subscribe and hit the notification.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
And you'll know when the
Subscribe
next
and
one
hit the
comes
bell.
up.
You got a bell.
It's going to be random.
Anytime we post.
Yeah. And Miss Ireland, I got yours out yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Our
so
last
they will
winner was
be
from
they,
Ireland.
Yeah.
I love it. anytime I've told Sue, I would totally sacrifice for her because I love her so much.
Yeah.
That if she ever has
Hand deliver?
difficulty, I would.
She would hand deliver them.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She would hand deliver them.
So don't enter if you don't want us showing up at your door. It's basically, that is kind of like a warning, actually. I don't know. We may have less people enter this.
Hashtag not Deb, and I'll know. And I'll know.
And we'll throw them in the mail. Yes. Show them our not Deb.
So,
Picking on me. What do you think?
the winner will be
we
drawn
love
tomorrow.
you.
You guys have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.